The market literally told me that I'm undisciplined. Like, the market told me stop indulging in your comfortabilities, and I didn't listen. Here's my testimony. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dariana, aka Not Her Time, aka your trading bestie. Recently, I'm not gonna get into it in this video, but my life has been going through a lot of change recently. I'm definitely in a transitional period in my life. With all this change in my life, I also, in order to keep up with the flow, I also have to change. Just to give y'all a little bit of like background to what I'm kind of talking about when I say change, I mean change in my self-discipline. Yes, we're talking about discipline today, and also change in my routines as well. Let's just take a step back. Let's take a step back and reflect. So coming out of high school, getting into trading, leading up to like, I guess the most recent years, I feel like I've been splitting my efforts into two different lives. So on one side, build my good habits. That's where I get into my yoga, my running. That's where I do my studying, trading, doing a lot of back testing, doing a lot of studying with trading, doing a lot of writing. I feel like that good side that I was catering to, or that I am catering to, is kind of what's brought me here today, one, to this channel, and also with where I am in my trading, like being able to like maintain my accounts and stuff, still in the break-even phase, but at least I'm at break-even, better than what it was in 2020 and 2021. On the other side, I also put my efforts into what I'll label as the bad life, which is where I am like staying up super late, doing nothing, well, not even doing nothing, on Sims, playing the game, binging Netflix, binging Crunchyroll, not eating right, not having good mental habits, not having good physical habits, doom scrolling. And I feel like for a good period of time, like, let's be real, like I'm gonna be so real with myself, real transparent. I feel like for a good amount of time, I have been splitting my energies between these two lives. The way my life is changing right now, I am realizing, or I'm now being forced to realize, that I cannot split my energies and split my efforts into these two separate lives anymore, okay? Anymore. Now that we have that backstory when it comes to like my personal life, let me talk about trading. As y'all know, I'm still in this break-even phase. When I say break-even phase, like I literally cannot get my win rate to get past like 53, 54%. I'll have a winning month, and then the next month will be in a negative or break even, and it's just not consistently profitable like how I would like it to be. And I'm always thinking to myself, like, what is it? What is it that could possibly be holding me back? I show up, I follow my execution rules, I don't over leverage for real. Y'all know I'm pretty conservative with my risk at this moment. So like, what is it that is keeping me like profitable one month and then negative the next month? And after like thinking about it and also reflecting on my trades and stuff, I realized that I think, this is just my theory, y'all, this is just my theory, but I think it's like my decision making in the market, knowing when I should be taking setups and when I should not be taking setups, really got confirmation in this conclusion when I was reviewing some losses recently. And I was just looking at it, I'm like, it's all the same thing. Like, I looked at each loss and it's like, okay, the same things, the same red flags that I continue to write down in my notebook, that I continue to point out every time I do a trade review, that I continue to write out in my DRCs, running into another setup, counter trend, location, EMA is not in alignment. It's always the same red flag, like the same things that causes losses. Yet I still decide to take setups with those red flags. I understand that part of having good decision making when it comes to picking setups will come from just experience in the market, seeing things over and over, and then you just get used to seeing them, so you don't fall for the little traps anymore. You don't fall for the traps that the market tries to set for you. But after you kind of been doing it for a while, you're trading the same strategy for a while, so you kind of know, like, you're used to the traps, you know what to look out for, yet you still find yourself in those setups that have those red flags that you should not be compromising with. Then it's kind of like, okay, this is not an experience problem anymore. This is a you problem. This is a decision-making problem. And also, it's a discipline problem. Because why, when I tell myself, stop taking setups that are running into other setups, I continue to take those setups. Stop taking setups that's running into the 50 EMA. I continue to take those setups. Stop buying into resistance. Stop selling at support. And I continue to do that. You are choosing, let me zoom back in, because this is based on my experience currently. I am intentionally choosing to indulge in these setups, that have these red cons. We can identify when we are presented with a low quality setup, but, and this is the crazy thing about the market, even when you have a very low quality setup, there is still that possibility that trade can work out. And y'all, that's what be floating in the back of my mind. That's what be floating in the back of my subconscious mind when I be seeing these setups, like, oh, it could still win though. And that's the problem. It's that thought of it could still win that is the problem. There is a small chance that I could take a low quality setup and it can work out, and I can get rewarded for that. I can get rewarded from the market by taking a low quality setup if it works out. I'm choosing to indulge myself in the limitless possibilities of the market. And that's the problem. And while I'm on that note, I'm gonna pull out my trading journal for a second, my trading notebook, and I'm gonna just read something that I had wrote down like a while ago. This is just a little thought that I had. It seems like profitability is not achieved by just using a winning strategy. The winning strategy is just one part of the equation. The real secret to achieving profitability is following a set of rules that will control you. Let me put emphasis on that. Control you in the market where there's no limitations. Control you, self-control. Just like in real life, and this is where I'm making the connection, y'all. This is what the market has reflected back to me. Because y'all know that saying that the market is a reflection of your life, or the market is a reflection of you. This is what the market is reflecting back to me. In my real life, I have moments where I choose to indulge myself in, scrolling on social media, binge watching TV shows, eating a bunch of junk food, playing the game, playing Sims till like 2 in the morning, even though I haven't been on Sims in a while. But even if it's not Sims, playing the game late at night when I should be sleeping, I choose to indulge myself in those moments for that comfortability. Even though I know the risk of doing these things, even though I know the risk of doom scrolling for 2 hours, I still do it. Even though I know the risk of staying up late playing the game, I'm still do it. Why do I choose to indulge in these things, these comfortable acts, these acts that bring me comfortability in my life, that make me happy for the moments in my life? I choose to indulge in those, even though I know afterwards, when I wake up the next day late for the session, when I wake up late for my session the next day, after I just spent the whole night playing the game, then I'm gonna have regrets. Doom scrolling for 2 hours. Yeah, I'm laughing at these reels. Oh, it's so funny, so funny. But then once I come out of my trance and look at the clock, I'm like, dang, I just wasted 2 hours of my life. Then I'm gonna have regrets. And it's the same thing in the market, y'all. I will take these setups. I will take these C-grade setups. I will take setups that have the red cons that all the losses have. And I'll take them thinking like, oh, we can still win though. And then I'll lose. And then I'll have regrets. It's like, oh, shouldn't have took that setup. Oh, I shouldn't have been trading towards the 200 EMA. I shouldn't have been buying gold when we're already at all-time highs. Like, I shouldn't have did that. You see what I'm saying? You see what the market is reflecting back at me? The market is telling me that I'm indulging too much in the things that's making me comfortable. I'm indulging too much in the things that's giving me instant gratification. Okay, I'm choosing the first setup I see, trying to grab that instant gratification, trying to have that feeling of, oh, I want this winning trade now, instead of practicing patience and discipline. Discipline in my decision making, discipline in my choices. It's the same thing. Just like when I choose to play Sims until dang 2 in the morning, it's the same thing as when I choose to take a counter trend setup. Looking for that instant gratification, looking for something that's going to make me comfortable now. After everything plays out, then I'm having regrets. Then I'm wishing, oh, I wish I would have went back in time and turned the game off and went to sleep. I wish I could have went back in time and just not taken that setup and waited for something else. Using me as an example as I reflect on my life right now and my problems, I encourage y'all to really look deep in your own life, deep into your own habits, and deep into your own routines, and ask yourself, what in my life right now is being reflected to me in the market. I promise you, the market is reflecting something back to you. It's reflecting something. Hey, let me give y'all another example of the way the market has been a mirror to my life. Back in like 2021, especially in 2020 when I first started trading, I was so scared. I was so scared to get into trade. I'd spent a lot of time like studying stuff, like just like, you know, looking at videos, looking at courses and stuff, but never trading. Never trading. I might have been in the demo a little bit, but I was never really trading for real back when I first started because it was scary to get into the market. I carried a lot of fear in my life, especially when I was 18, 19, and even 20. Like I made this channel, I don't know if you can see it, but I made this channel in 2021. But the first public video wasn't until 2023 because I had fear. Like I had a lot of fear that I carried with me that would stop me from taking actions on the things that I wanted to do. You see how the market was reflecting back at me a problem that I had in real life. Nowadays, you know, I'm conquering my fears. You know, I have my channel. I'm posting on my channel, even though it can be scary sometimes because it is scary to share your journey, but I'm doing it despite the fear. And now in the market, I have no problem entering in the trades. I have just enough confidence to take my 1 to 2 trades a day and then be done. That's kind of one of the ways the market was reflecting back to me a problem that I had in my real life. Trading is literally like related to everything that you got going on in your life. It's a little bit difficult to live a life that's not going to benefit you as a person and also have trading end up in your benefit as well. As we grow as people, as we get better with ourselves, with our habits, with our routines, our trading skills will also grow in conjunction to those things. And I'm gonna talk more about like the change that's happening in my life right now, the changes I've been having to make to my routine, my trading routine as well. And I'm gonna talk about that possibly in a vlog that may be coming up. We got to get our discipline together, leaning more into that good life that I was describing earlier with my good habits, leaning more into the reading, the writing, the running, yoga. And I'm gonna just see like how it translates into my trading routine. So maybe in like a year, maybe I'll make another video as an update to this one and be like, y'all, the theory proved to be correct. I don't know. But one thing I will say is the market is a mirror. The market is a mirror. Hope y'all enjoyed watching this video. If y'all are picking up what I'm putting down, let me know in the comments. Like, am I just like crazy, or do y'all see what I'm saying? Do y'all like also feel like the market is a reflection of your life and the things y'all got going on? If nobody has told y'all yet, let me be the one to tell you that someone has faith in you and that someone is me. With love, I will see y'all in the next video.